Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and in this video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, a potato to acceptable person transformation. This is also going to be testing out my Cohorted beauty box for June. So I haven't put up a Cohorted review for the last 2 months. I did like film bits and bobs of it, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling the videos. And I feel like I just had to do something different with them to make me want to keep doing them. So I think what I'm going to do from now on is always just do it as a get ready with me. So it's basically just going to be a makeup look but featuring any products. And it's also been kind of hard because like so this month it's literally all makeup, which is great, but a lot of the time they'll have like nail products or hair products or skincare and things like that, and it's just kind of hard to do a video on because I'm not a skincare review channel, I'm not a nail channel, you know what I mean? Like, I mostly get these boxes of the makeup. I do like, you know, occasionally I'll have things like hand cream that I quite like, or they'll have like some shampoo and conditioner that I quite like, but it's just kind of hard to make a video on them. So I think I'm just going to keep this as like get ready with me, and then if I get like a box that has like 2 makeup items, it would just be get ready with me where I try 2 makeup items, you know what I mean? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But this month's box is like in collaboration with Doucce, which is a brand that we have gotten before from Cohorted, and I would say that I have liked most of the products. My favourite was the mascara that they did. I think it's called like the Punk Volumizer or something like that. I don't have any more because I used it up and it kind of dried out, but I did really like that one, and we have got a mascara this month as well, so I'm hoping it's of similar quality. So I do quite like this brand from what we've seen of it, but am I going to like all these products? I got a feeling I probably will. When I saw this box I was really excited. This box is just, this is a good box, so let's hope the products don't disappoint. Basically we've got 6 different makeup items, all from Doucce, and I've got a lot to try out actually, so I'm really happy about that. I'm going to actually prime my face for once. I'm going to use the NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer, and let's just slather a load of this on. Oh, it's like nectar. I love it. I don't know if I like the spatula thing with this, it's kind of irritating to be honest. I'd rather it just be like a pump. So just gonna let that sink into my skin. It feels so refreshing, I love it. So I am going to work today, so at the moment it's about 2:20 and my shift starts at 4:30, so I have to leave just after 4. That gives me about 1 hour and 40 minutes to do this, but that should be enough time. I'm only doing like a really short shift today because I've been doing like 6-day weeks for the past like 5 weeks and I'm beyond stressed out from it. So I work in like retail, and retail, if you like retail, what is wrong with you? It's just because I'm a very like introverted, I have social anxiety, so retail probably isn't the best career choice for me, but I've just somehow ended up there and I've been there for ages now. I'm only doing a short shift today, but this is hopefully my last week of 6-day weeks because I've then got next week off as holiday, which hopefully means I can get all of the videos I've been hoarding edited and uploaded. I've got so many that I've filmed, and this is just another one to go on the pile. So we do have a like eyeshadow palette. Well, it's kind of like a multi-use sort of thing from Doucce, of course, and I do rather like the look of this. This is quite cool because the little things kind of like come out and you can kind of like move them around, which is quite cool. So you've got like this, which I think is supposed to be a highlighter. It looks like it might be a tiny bit dark for me, but I'm going to try it as a highlighter. And then I think these 2 are meant to be blushes, and then the ones in the end are supposed to be eyeshadows. So it's called, oh, it's limited edition apparently. It's called the Freematic Combo Pro Palette, and apparently it's worth £50. Jesus Christ. So obviously it's very similar to the eyeshadow palette that we got from them. So this is the eyeshadow palette we got, I don't remember, ages ago. But they've got the similar kind of, you know, like style to them with the little like checkers in them. I just want to see if any of the colours are like the same, if they've done any cheeky repeats. The colours look similar, but I don't think that they're like exactly the same. Like the ones in here look a bit more shimmery, although some of the mattes do look quite similar. And let me just hold them next to each other so you can compare. It'd help if I didn't have the lights flashing, but see if we can get it at an angle whether or not. Some of the shades are quite similar here, but you know. I did quite like the eyeshadow palette. It wasn't my favourite thing ever, just because I think there are eyeshadow palettes with more pigment, but I do really like the colour selection. So before we use that, I need to just put like a concealer and a powder on my eyelids. I'm just going to use this NYX Full Coverage Pot Concealer in Alabaster. I often use this one just as an eyeshadow base. And I'm just going to smother a bit of this over my eyelids and get it all up in my nails, which is helpful. So I just want to set those eyes down, and I'm going to use Milani Prep Set and Go transparent face powder because there's barely anything left in it. And I'm just getting like a little smaller brush so I can intricately set my eyelids. So I've been doing like a shit ton of cut creases lately, so I'm not going to do that today, but I am just going to make some kind of simple eyeshadow look with what we've got going on here, and I don't know what to do. There's a lot of like red tones, so should we just go for red vibes, maybe? It is kind of like hard to get everything out of this because they're so like tightly packed. Right, so I'm going to start with one of the red blushes, this one here. Let me get the thing off so it doesn't reflect. This one here, and I'm going to start by working that one for the crease. They do have a lot of fallout, but it's also picking up a lot of product, so hey, pigment, yay. Right, so now I'm going to go in with this slightly deeper red colour. This is one of the eyeshadows, this one here, and I'm also going to work that for the crease and mostly underneath what's already been placed. Right, I'm now going to go in with the glimmery red eyeshadow. It's sort of like a reddy pink colour. It looks super pretty. And I'm just going to get my finger and place this on the centre of my eye. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so that red shimmer is gorgeous. I think I might get the big bulky highlighter and just place a tiny bit of that, like just right in the middle, just a wickle bit. Again, I'm gonna just use my finger for that. So it's like a kind of sort of goldy, champagne-y kind of highlight. I'm hoping it's light enough for my face, but we'll see. I mean, it's got quite a lot of pigment. I'm just gonna place this a little bit here. Don't know how well it will show up over the red, but we might as well try it. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. So I'm going to get a bit of the like dark grey black sort of colour. Just pop a little bit of that on the outer third. Okay, so there's no like white shade in that palette, so I'm literally just going to grab the first thing I saw. This is the Revolution Pro HD Powder Contour, and I'm going to go in with that white glimmery shade up here. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that under my brow bone. Okay, so I'll leave the eyeshadow at this, but I have to say, quite impressed with how it's turned out. I think that all the shades worked pretty well, pretty good pigment, and that's all you can ask for really. Alright, I'm going to get my Collection Black Eye Definer and just do my waterlines. I also did get a Doucce Fierce and Fine graphic pens. This is a liquid liner. It is in the shade black, thank God, and it looks super duper sleek, and it's got a very fine nib, which is fabulous. So shall we try and do wing, that thing I'm notoriously bad at? Yes, okay. Right, so we're just going to try and do a wing on our eyes and probably fail, but let's give it a go. Well, I had to go off camera there just to finish them off. They don't look amazing, but they're they're okay. I think it's pretty easy to use, to be honest. I'm just absolutely terrible at wing liner. The black seems pretty opaque, so I would say that this is actually pretty good. As I mentioned, we did also get a mascara. This is the Max Lash Volumizer Mascara, of course, from Doucce. I don't actually know how you pronounce the brand name, I'm just calling it Doucce. This is what it looks like, and you've got quite a big chunky wand. It looks quite good. I don't mind a big chunky wand. Oh god, please stop talking. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a million coats of this to my top lashes. Okay, so here are the lashes, and I have to say I'm quite liking them. This strikes me as one of those mascaras that, like, once I use it a few times it will start to get even better. I've tried a lot of dud mascaras recently, so it's nice to have one that's actually not too bad. Like, it could be a little bit more oomph, not gonna lie, but as I said, I feel like it's one of those types that will get there just with a few more uses, but I'm quite liking it. It has given me some decent thickness. Okay, so obviously there's no like base products, because that would be kind of silly to put base products in a beauty box that's aimed at a million different people. So I'm going to do foundation, concealer, powder and all that shebang next. Obviously I've already used a primer. I'm going to use the CYO Long Lasting Life Proof Foundation in the lightest shade 101, I believe. It's one of those foundations where I don't really need to use a white mixer. Like, I could, but I won't. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a load of this on my face. I tried this recently in my CYO video, which will most likely go up before this one. If not, then you'll see it soon. But I actually do really like this. I wanted to try it because Taylor, one of the YouTubers I watch, raves about this, and she was right. It's pretty good. It looks really flawless. And the colour's actually not too shabby for my pale skin. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer in the new light shade Ivory. And I'm just going to pop a bit of this, where I want some additional coverage, just under my eyes, my nose, and normally just a bit around my mouth. So I'm going to use the Technic Superfine Translucid Powder just to set my face down. That's what the colour looks like. I'm just going to do like my whole face with this because things are on the floor. I'm going to put on a little bit of my CYO bronzing powder when the sun don't shine. I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit with this. So I'm going to go in with the kind of lighter blush colour. This one here, it does look super pretty. And I'm just going to put a bit of this on my cheeks. I like that, that's a pretty cute blush. Right, so we're now going to try out the highlighter from the palette, which may or may not actually work as a highlighter, but we're going to give it a go. Right, I'm using my smaller brush. Just going to pop a bit of this up here. I might use a different brush if this doesn't work very well. Yeah, I'm going to use my other brush. Okay, let's try again. Ooh. I do feel like it is a little bit too, like, kind of a rich gold. But, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's not, like, super duper blinding, but it is really pretty. Yeah, I actually do quite like that highlight. It's not my favourite highlight ever, and the colour's actually not that bad. But it's quite pretty. It's quite nice. It's nice. It's just not my fave. I like it. Just going to get my foundation lips off now. Right, so we're going to do our brows now. So first I'm going to use my Beauty Edit Mayfair, which is also from a Cohorted. Just a clear brow gel, just to brush through my brows first. So we have got a brow pencil to use, which, To be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about brow pencils being in a beauty box, just because people have different brow colours, so the shade ain't going to work for everyone. I think the shade will work for me though. This is Ash Brown, and it's called the Brow Filler Pencil, and it just comes like this. I like how sleek all the packaging is. So you've got a spoolie on one end and a pencil on one end. It is more of that kind of like standard pencil as opposed to kind of like the creamier ones, but we'll give it a go. It's quite like a cool toned brown colour, which might be a tiny bit light for me, but I think it will work okay. So I'm just going to use this to fill in my brows as best as I can. Okay, so that's how the brows are turned out. I actually don't think that is a half bad brow pencil. I think that's actually done a pretty good job. Don't look too harsh. This brow looks a bit harsher than this one because that always happens. I always just get one really blocky brow and one more kind of natural brow. That's just always how it works. But the colour's actually not too bad. I think for the hair colour I've got now, it works. It's pretty similar to my root colour. I can't really say anything bad about this pencil. Obviously the colour isn't going to work for like everyone, so that's a bit like kind of not the best idea if you're doing a beauty box that's aimed at a lot of people, in my opinion, but it works for me. So let's just be selfish here. Yay. I'm going to use my same clear brow gel just to set them, which I almost just forgot to do. Right, so I'm going to go back in with this dark red colour, and I'm just going to put a bit of this underneath my eyes. Or do I want to use something different? No, I'm going to stick with the red. Right, so there's one eyeshadow I haven't used, which is this gorgeous looking gold one here. So I might as well just pop this in my inner corners to finish off this eyeshadow. I'm just going to add some more mascara to my bottom lashes. Same one, obviously. Okay, so lastly we've got two lip products to try out. We've got a pencil and a matte lipstick. So is it matte? I don't know. So the first thing is the Lip Definer pencil. It's in the shade 470 Lyra. And it looks like a quite browny nude. I think this one is meant to kind of go with the lipstick, but that's the colour. Yeah, it's definitely brownie nude, which is up my street. I do quite like my brownie nudes. Again, it's more of like a traditional pencil. It's not that kind of really creamy formula or anything, but if it works, it works. So I'm just going to fill in my lips with this. I like generally, okay, just a bit of a patch of it came off there. I generally prefer the more kind of creamy formula ones because they're just, these ones just don't feel particularly nice to apply. Like fully done my whole lip, but I've done like most of it. I mainly just wanted the outline kind of. I mean, it's a nice colour and it shows up, it's pretty opaque, but I just don't really like the formula of these because they're so dry and like they just kind of drag on the lips. But I mean, the colour's nice. The next thing is the Matte Temptation lipstick, and this is in the shade 103 First Date. Ooh, lovely packaging. Yeah, it looks like a pretty similar colour to the lip liner, just you kind of like sort of brownie toned nude. This actually looks gorgeous and I can't wait to get this on my lips. So let's just go in for it. Already it feels much nicer than the pencil. I'm obsessed. I love this. It's so good. This is totally like up my street. This is going in my work pocket. I really love it. It's so like, it feels so smooth and like velvety, glides on amazingly, really opaque colour. It feels kind of matte and like it's not glossy, which is what I prefer on a more regular basis. I'm obsessed. I really like this. Okay, so that is my makeup done. I'm just going to clean it up a bit, and I'm also going to do my hair and I'll show you the finished look. I'm not going to film me doing my hair just because it's impossible to get a good place to put my camera. Okay, so I'm back and I have put my hair extensions in. I got these recently. I'm not like amazed by them. They don't completely blend into my hair, but you know what? They were quite cheap, so. But anyway, this is my finished look. I'm not like mad about the makeup. Like the eyeshadow is a little bit of a mess, but to be honest, I just wanted to try out the shadows. It wasn't about making like a amazing look or anything, but actually my makeup doesn't look too bad. Like, I can go about my day, I think. So that will be it for this video, and I have to say, quite impressed with the Doucce products I tried. The only thing that I didn't really like that much was the lip liner. I just found that a little bit dry, but I quite liked the eyebrow pencil. I really liked the mascara. The eyeliner worked pretty well. All the eyeshadows were super pigmented. I do have a bit of an issue with the eyeshadows though, just because so normally when I do like my makeup, I'll get like mascara like on my eyeshadow. It just happens like every day. And I'll just get a cotton bud to wipe it away, and most eyeshadows this is fine, but some eyeshadows it kind of takes away the eyeshadow when you're doing that, and I did find that with this one, but then I did just kind of go over it again and it looked fine. But that is my one kind of issue with the eyeshadows there, that if you're going over them with a cotton bud it will come off, but it's easy to kind of build it back up. So actually pretty happy with this month's Cohorted beauty box, and I'm just glad that it was a full makeup one. So thanks for watching this video, see you in my next one.